Yo.
What's up, guys? I'm Code Gray and welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to go over some tips for training a new rider. Now before I get into this, let me just preface this by saying that I am not a certified trainer. I've never taken any courses on learning how to train anybody how to ride a motorcycle. I'm not an MSF instructor, any of that stuff. The tips I'm going to give you are just more or less common sense things or things I've observed since I am currently training my wife how to ride a motorcycle. Actually, I probably shouldn't even say that I'm training her how to ride a motorcycle. I mean, she took the MSF course. She got her initial training there. I'm just more or less helping her out since she's a new rider. Trying to give her as much knowledge as I can that I've learned from my years of riding. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is because some of the things I'm going over, or that I'm going to go over, these are things that she finds helpful, and maybe if you're about to train a new rider or help train a new rider, they may be helpful to you. Okay, I also want to say that before you start training anyone, I highly recommend, if at all possible, trying to get that person to take the MSF course first. They're going to cover a lot more than you're going to remember. They've got a curriculum. It's a whole lot easier, let's put it that way, and it's a whole lot better for them. So the way that we started out her training after she completed her MSF course, she wasn't actually ready to hit the streets yet, and I don't blame her. You don't hit the streets in the MSF course, you're in a parking lot. So that's kind of how we started hers. I rode her bike to a local parking lot. She followed me in the car. We did some practicing of the things that she learned in the course, things that would help her out on the street, and we did that for, I think, maybe 3 days before we actually hit the street. That will help them brush up quite a bit on what they learned in the MSF course, and it'll help boost their confidence a little bit too. Yeah, the first couple days, I rode the bike there. She trained in the parking lot. I rode the bike home. On the third day, I rode the bike there, and then she rode the bike home. That was her first time hitting the streets. Now, this parking lot that we went to, it wasn't real far away, maybe 5-10 minutes down the road. So it gave her a little taste of what it was going to be like. Okay, the next thing to bring up is, do you plan on riding together for your training? That's the way we did it. Once she got comfortable enough to just be out on the road, I got on my bike, she got on hers, and we started doing some training together. All right, now that you guys decided to hit the streets together, if that's your plan, something you'll want to keep in mind is to make sure that the more experienced rider takes the lead. A couple reasons are, you're going to be more familiar with all the curves, the sweeping bends, and you're going to know the lines to take on those turns, where your rider may know those roads well. Actually, they may know them by heart in a car, but being on a bike, that's a very different thing. Also keep in mind that to that new rider, 30 miles per hour feels like 100 miles per hour. So if you're in the lead, you need to remember to take it slow. Yeah, take it real slow, guys. I mean extra slow, because that new rider, like I said, everything feels extra fast, and even though they have been explained how counter steering works, new riders, they don't really quite get it yet until you've been riding a while. you may come across a sweeping bend or whatever that you could easily take at 40, 50 miles per hour. They are not going to be comfortable doing that. So slow it down, make sure that they can get around that until they start getting used to how counter steering actually works. Now, another thing I suggest doing, since you guys are riding together and you're taking the lead, you take the left side of the lane, like the lane I'm currently in right now. You know, because according to the handbook, you've got 3 lanes within one, where you got the left, middle, and the right. You're 1, 2, and 3, however you want to say it. You're going to want to stay in the left lane because a new rider is not comfortable riding next to cars yet. Yeah, you take the left lane, let them, you know, you're going to be in the staggered formation. You're in the left, let them hang in the right, and all you got to do is look in your rear view and you can see them right behind you. And keep a close eye on what's going on. Now, after a couple of days of you guys being out riding the streets together, them getting more used to the roads that they're on, being a little bit more comfortable in traffic, then you need to switch it up. You need to put them in the lead. I mean, reason being, they're going to have to do it sooner or later anyway, whether they're with you or if they're out by themselves. I mean, also, you know, that's part of the fun of learning, is just doing it on your own. Yes, it's good to teach them and have them follow your lines and everything like that, but you know, half the fun of riding is looking at the scenery in front of you, not staring at the guy in front of you, making sure you follow every line that they take. Now, after you've done this stuff for a couple of days, or you're switching back and forth between who leads and who doesn't, it's time to start moving to quicker roads. Start finding anything a little bit faster. You don't have to hit the freeways just yet, but you need to find maybe some back roads that are, you know, almost freeway speeds, so they can kind of get used to going that quick. Then after a little bit of time on those roads, switch it up to the freeways. Now, like I said, guys, I am in no way an instructor or certified to teach anybody anything. This is just the way I'm trying to help out my wife learn as quickly as possible and as safe as possible, and to make her comfortable while doing it. Now, the way I'm going about doing these things may not work for you at all. They probably will. They're pretty basic ways of going about learning how to ride a bike, you know, step by step. And my wife seemed to take to it pretty good. She got comfortable pretty quickly. Actually, very quickly. We've had her bike, probably about 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks now. And she, by herself, has already put over 600 miles on that bike. So she's been doing quite a bit of riding in 3 weeks for a brand new rider. And actually, she's been commuting to work by herself all week long, every day. So she has built up quite a bit of confidence. Now, she's being smart about it. She's taking the back roads. She has hit the freeway from time to time, as it became necessary. All right, guys, those are some of my tips that may help you help someone else learn how to ride a bike. Be a little bit more comfortable learning how to ride a bike. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. If you like the video, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing, maybe sharing, hit the notification bell. All right, guys, I'm Code Gray. I'll catch you guys in the next one.